morning, everybody. Happy Monday to you. Geez, I hope to finish up this water project today. We're now going to be fighting wind. And when last we left off, I was cutting the weed cloth for around the fruit trees. We're going to continue doing that and then work with the new forming material. Puts a little barrier around each tree edging, which should look pretty good. And then we're gonna, do the chip thing again. I know you guys are tired. We're up to 50 bags of chips here now. So we also have to bury the lines and we got to test everything too. As usual, it's gonna be a busy day. The wind has kind of flipped a lot of stuff around here. About half done putting the weed barrier down. So I'm going to continue with that. Then we'll go ahead and run our lines up as we did right here. I ended up putting 3. 1, 2, 3. I ended up putting one goes up here, one over here, and I have a third one for an offshoot because I want these to get plenty of water. Especially the ones that are here, they take a lot of beating with the direct sun all day long in summertime, so we need to make sure they're shaded. Look at those glorious trees. Unbelievable today. It's a little chilly and a little windy. We haven't seen the bees out. It's going to be in the 20s overnight. So, that's going to be chilly. So I'm going to work on this one to put the shade cloth down and then work my way over this way. So we're getting it done today. Finally, I thought that would never end, putting the tree skirts around and cutting them out. I can't stand doing that stuff. Remember, I'm the person that couldn't finger paint properly in kindergarten. My biggest educational tragedy. So they're all down. We're going to worry about this last over here. We're going to do a nice semicircle here and give this a really nice place for this beautiful camellia here, which should be wonderful. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this is all new to me, this stuff. It has spikes that hold it in place. This material over here, this wasn't cheap. This was like 30 bucks a pop for this, but this is really good, heavy duty material. It's called Vigoro no dig edging, doesn't warp or anything. So we're going to figure it out. We just need garden shears and work gloves and a mallet. I have these stakes, these anchoring spikes that are supposed to hold it in position. I got plenty of them. So I guess we'll start here. We'll cut the first one and give it a try. This is going to give a real nice detail for just looking a little better, and we'll throw some chips over here. I'm not going to chip this whole area. Eventually I probably will, to keep evaporation from occurring, but let this get this cut and get on it. Clear debris, place edging, hammer anchoring spikes at a 45-degree angle. Backfill to the top of the edging with mulch or ground cover. Doesn't sound like rocket science here. Let's release the Gorgon. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's nice. That's really good and heavy there. That'll really hold that into position. So let's go try setting a piece here. I'm going to have to get my heavy shears to really cut this. We'll get this over in position and get it figured out. Maybe we'll just need one of these. Who knows? Time to go ahead, and it was very easy to cut this material, and I do like the quality of it. So we're going to go ahead and position this ring, and we're going to double spike where the overlap is. Let me get this in position. Get that in position. I don't want to overlap, so here goes our first spike. Boy, these things are long. long. I know it's hard to see from there. See, there goes the first one. Boy, I have a feeling these are going to be down a long time. Judged on the way that that first spike went down. Woo! Boy. I got room underneath to still run my water lines, which is fine. I could have done that first, either 6 of one, half dozen of the other. There goes spike number 2. So this will take about 3 spikes for each one. And I can kind of tuck in the material underneath. Or cut it at the edge later, it doesn't matter. So we're going to put one more spike in over here. Boy, I'll tell you, this baby's really on here. That looks pretty doggone good. I'll give you a top view. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it's a little lopsided over the side there. I can live with that. I don't really mind that. As long as it kind of offsets that and keeps the weeds from the middle where the water is going to be going down. Some will be big, some will be small. Let's move on to the next one. We'll catch up with you guys towards the end. I hope you're as happy with this as I am. I'm really liking how this is going down. Gives a really nice finished detail in the orchard. So we got 4 down, we got 2 more to go on this side, we got probably 6 more we have to do here. But it goes down fast, it goes down easy. And I think it's going to look wonderful. Wow, I'm out of breath. That took a long time to cut, hammer, and get all these surrounds down, but it is finally complete. I couldn't be happier about it. Now we can finish running water lines up, chip it up, fill it up, call it up. Whew. This material worked really well though, really well. Really nice edging material here. Keeps stuff very organized. Time to break out the water lines. I really thought I had enough of the small tubing here that I've been using. I'm going to have to run up to the store and get some more. Yeah, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to provision this one for the future. We got a few more to do up that way, so I'm going to go get some more material. Hard for me to believe all the water lines are finally, and this was much more labor intensive than I ever thought it would be. 1, 3, I don't really want to count them. I'm too tired to count. And yeah, I left a provision for this one because we're going to be replanting a tree over here. So I figured before I bare the line, I might as well stub out for the future there. So the next thing we want to do, I need to cap the end up here because I'm not going to fiddle with the camellia yet. Yeah, but we do want to test the system now to make sure that it's going to work. So we're going to need to put one of the double rings on the back of there to clamp that over, and then we can pressurize the system and check it out. Let's make sure we don't have any leaks here. So we go around any major ones. I think our valve, I'm not sure if our valve is on or off. Right now we're still coming up the pressure here. Looks like the valve must be off, so let's go over here. Yes, it's off. No leaking there. And let's fire up the line. Give that a couple minutes. That's going to take a while to fill that up. Let's see what happens. I'm going to call it a day after checking this. Another 4 hours. It's taken quite a while. So I can see that the water's already coming out. That one's good. This dripper here. Yeah, that's good there. Let's see this one. Might need a little adjustment per each one. It looks like that's working. I put a triple where there's going to be a lot of sun. I have triple irrigation. Boy, is this nice to see this. This will work its way right through the cloth. Go over here and check. Plum trees don't need much. They're very deeply rooted. It's nice to see them. This is 4 gallon per hour drippers here. Looking good, huh? We get these blocked with some plugs at the end. As the pressure builds, this flow will get greater. This is good over here. All flowing over here. This is exciting for me. Exciting. Over here. Looking good. Once the capillary action begins, then it'll start sucking the water through the cloth. It'll take a little while. Look at this, I put a triple over here. That's fucking great. Man, this is like a day I've waited for a long time. Long time. This one looks a little slow. Some of these need a little adjusting. Check them tomorrow. Most of them are functioning just fine. Good flow. Oh. See you tomorrow, guys, when we will wrap this up. Whoo! Morning, everybody. Looks like the bank got robbed again. Crazy. Hey, okay, same outfit. I washed it. Don't worry about it. It's time to wrap up this project today. It's going to be cold the next few days. I don't particularly feel like dipping my hands in cold water, but we've come a long way with this project. And today we can wrap it up. We've got cold weather coming in, sub-freezing, mid to upper 20s. We got to bury these lines, get the mulch down to protect what we've done. We don't want any bursted lines here. Always the alarm, every damn day the alarm. Just echoing off that building, it's crazy. Alright, so what I did yesterday, we put the first lines down, we tested the system, so I think it's now time to go ahead. I'm going to cut little tiny slits where the water drippers are, because I want that immediately to go down to the ground below. So I'm going to take the box cutter and I'm going to change the blade so it's super sharp, and I'm just going to cut little X's where the lines go down. And then we're going to get the shovel. We know everything's tested, all the lines work. We're going to get the shovel. We're going to get some stuff cleaned up here, get the shovel, and start filling in where these lines are buried. Okay, it's been a lot of work here, but it's the big payoff now. So let me go ahead and get change out the blade. Oh, how nerve-wracking. And we'll get to it. By the way, if it wasn't the apartment, if it wasn't the bank, it's the apartment house. And if that's the case, that alarm's going to be gone for 2 hours here. Manager's usually drinking, and it takes a lot to get him. I don't even know if the guy's around. But you'll be hearing that probably a lot the next hour or so. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut. You can see I got a little X right there. Same thing right there. And that's going to help the water to really go down. I'm going to do them to all of them. What I decided to do for maximum use of the water was I cut a little X and then put the lines underneath of the cloth, so all the water would go directly to the soil and none would be captured above. I don't have total confidence that all the water always goes through these, but you can see, like over there, I have put the line right down underneath. Same thing for right over here. The line is underneath. That way we'll get 100% watering. You've been with me thus far, and now it's time to get the gloves on. Once again, get the shovel out. And instead of digging this time, we're going to be filling in the trenches. I'm excited about that because that moves the project closer to completion. What I thought would take a day has stretched out to about 15, 16, 17 hours of work here. Man, I've had it with it. I just want it done. I think this cleaned up pretty well back here. Rain or two will set this in. May have to come back with some more fill on top, but the lines, they are buried. I'm going to leave this exposed here. I'm going to build a little house or something for the top of that. But the filling went very well, and I think it looks excellent. I think it looks really good. That means we got one job left to do, and that is to break out the mulch and mulch it up. What do you think? I think that looks pretty awesome. Nice detail here. Now it won't have weeds growing up in the middle. I think that's beautiful. That really sets it off. I know we dry up here in the summertime, but we're really getting the payoff right now. I hope you give me a thumbs up here as we're moving forward. Sub up if you're not subbed. This is just one of the dozens and dozens of projects here on the Rancho, from redoing bathrooms and granny units to landscaping. Hard to believe. 3 good days, 15, 16 hours, but finally I am done. I'm gonna plant the little tree, the camellia, later on. I wanted to just focus on the fruit trees today. I'm gonna give you a final look around. I spared you pouring all the chips and dealing with that. I hope you appreciate how it looks. I think it looks beautiful. More than that, it's functional, and it's gonna really help to preserve the fruit and help the trees get a real break here in summertime when it goes up into the hundreds and we don't have rain for months and months and months, and the trees can struggle. If you're not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button and the bell for all notifications. One project to another, to another, to another. There's always something fun going on the channel. Whether it's metal detecting, live streaming here in Rancho Kitchen Stadium, people cooking, live streaming on the streets, just so many different things, vintage audio, and just so many different things that are done here. I hope that you will join me. And after you're done watching, if you would thumbs up, it is very appreciated. Your comments, of course, are always welcome. Thank you for your patience on this, and see you in the next project.